Greetings, Keishlings. Keishan Prime here with another My Hero Academia power-up video. This time we are tackling the taping hero, Cellophane, aka Hanta Sero. With him, you're definitely going to get a lot of comparisons to Spider-Man. So if you like Spider-Man, you'll like this video. Came up with a few moves. Some of them are going to definitely be more outlandish in some regards. Mostly because I'm not sure if he physically could actually do them, but he's only a teenager, so as he gets older, stronger, some of these moves definitely might become a stronger possibility. But anyway, we'll start off with more support style things. The first one is Trap Web. Simply this, he creates a spider web, like layered tape over and over until it creates a web-like shape to trap his villains, or trap villains, enemies, whatever, Next is Tape Shoot, which is a parachute. It's a makeshift parachute for safe landings for himself, allies, or people that he's rescuing. Next is Wing Tape, which is crafts a makeshift wingsuit, the going across his arms and everything, or from arm to leg. And I forgot to mention about the Tape Shoot is that it would essentially be like a couple layers of, like, when it comes out of his elbows to kind of make a canopy-esque kind of thing. I don't know. It's just how I envisioned it in my head. But yeah, the wing tape could be how he travels across the city, because, wingsuits are a thing you see a lot in movies and stuff now, so it definitely seems like a superhero would use the same thing. I mean, even Spider-Man, I think, used them at some point. Spider-Man comparisons, Next we have Tape Whiplash, which is he either launches one or two of his tape rolls to grab an opponent, snags them with his tape, and then essentially whips them. He gives like a crack, like how you crack a whip, and it'll either slam the opponent into the ground or gives them quite a shock if they're too heavy to actually lift off the ground. Excuse me, I'm all burpy today. Next is Flail Tape. It's a makeshift flail. Like all of his moves, they're all makeshift. Gotta make it on the fly. Especially that wing tape. Get it? On the fly. But anyway. Essentially this, it's like, okay, there's been a battle, there's debris about on the ground. He can snag up some, wrap a little bit around the debris, or just one, whatever it stuck, however it stuck on initially, and then he just whips it around like a flail. It's a simple but an effective weapon, especially in a pinch, because he's definitely not necessarily a power type kind of hero, so he needs to get in any kind of extra oomph for his attacks as he can. Next we have Package Prison, as in, like packing tape kind of thing. Anyway, essentially this is like, it's going to be similar to a move that I mention in a second. It's mostly just the first step to that. Essentially it's like, he launches both tapes out, gets them onto the target, and then gives like a twist to them, wrapping the opponent up in the tape. Now, be it if they actually like spin around completely or whatever, but any of it should wrap around them enough to where they are some level of restrained. And then he could easily just go around, like, once they've like are trying to get the tape off or whatever, he can go around and kind of wrap them up further. And then finally we have Twister Tape, which is what I mentioned. Like, this has the first step and a second step, which is mentioned in Packing Prison. After launching both things of tape at a target, it makes contact. He gives them a twist, wrapping the foe up, and then proceeds to just flailing them around, thrashing them until, well, they're either giving up or have lost consciousness. Yeah, definitely not a move that a hero you would think would use, but sometimes force is required. I mean, how is Bakugo ever going to become a hero when all he does is blow things up? So, But anyway, that's a thought for another day. But yeah, there's a lot of heroes left that I don't quite know what I'm going to do with some of them. This one was a little easier than I thought. Sero is a character I do like. I'd say he's probably in my top 10, like, for their character. Their power, not always the case, but he's a laid-back guy, and I like him. But, very Spider-Man-like. It probably what inspired him in the first place. So, yeah. If I ever come up with any, like, other kinds of moves, I'll do a second installment. Maybe if he, like, wrapped tape around his hands, he could climb walls, too, and then I think I give that to almost every character I do. Why do I do that? But anyway, yeah, that's about all I have for now. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at KeishanPrime, and I'll see you next time. Keishlings, roll out.